Hey guys, welcome back. Morris here, and today we have another question. Well, basically the same video I made recently, but a bit shorter and straight to the point. Which Ryzen 3000 series you need to buy? You want to buy? Let's make it correctly. So I had a video. This was quite long, and one of the main problems regarding the benchmarks and results comparing each and every one Ryzen CPU was the video I used, the resource channel. They used the latest AMD graphics card, which probably most likely was the bottleneck. So the results were somewhat correct. From other hand, yeah, you don't want to have any bottleneck if you want to test just CPU performance. So your point is taken. That's why let's jump right to the point. I will just give you quickly what I collected, compare the data, and what is the maybe new results coming out. Okay, so one of the videos I found where was a lot of basically all the CPUs are from this awesome channel, Age Tech. Down in the description will be all links because credit goes to these awesome people that tested it out. And as you saw in the beginning, they are testing not only on the motherboard X470 but also Palette RTX 2080 Ti. So that's quite one of the best cards in the market, if not the best consumer card, so that should not be bottlenecking anywhere, right? So, and there are a bit fewer games than in my previous video, but anyhow, I have all the numbers. We'll show you in a moment how they stack up. Next video, what I found, as you can see, RTX 2080 Ti is used again. This awesome channel is RBN hardware. Here is a little bit problem. I don't have all the CPUs, but one of the main things I was also comparing in previous one was the most cheapest AMD CPU currently available, latest, and most expensive. What is the difference? Basically, what's the gain if you want to save some buck or you want to go on full bank and then just take the best outfit? So you can see all the numbers are also here. I will show you the end result summary in a moment because we have one more video. Let me see, yeah, down here, MSI RTX 2080 Ti gaming. That means there is no bottlenecking GPU and a few other titles. And also we are comparing, this channel is comparing channel benchmark PC Tech. Down in the description, links to guys. Credit goes to them for testing those CPUs. And this is the cheapest one, and then most expensive one from the latest CPU family, right? And all the benchmarks and results are here. So let's take a look at the results, alright? Because some of you maybe thought they will be different. If there is no bottlenecking, the CPUs will some weird numbers come out. Yeah, no. So link to the particular videos are links also here. This benchmark, this spreadsheet is also available down in the description. If you want to take a look for yourself, don't be shy. You cannot edit, you can just copy it over if you want to. All the links, everything, just all the calculations you can see. So in the first video we had all the CPUs, right? Different titles, frames per second, without bottlenecking by the graphics card. This little chart is just comparing to the previous. If you want to go to the next update or next to the previous card, what is the gain basically? And as you can see, yeah, and this is averaging the gain. 1% gain going without X to X, 3600 CPUs, then 3700 X, 3800. I don't know why this card actually exists. And then the latest best compared to previous one, 3800 and 3900, both X's, yeah, this is some 3% increasement. That's it. That's it. This is basically from here. And if you compare to the base, what I'm doing, and I'm just showing you, just because there is not enough information to validate, like making it sure it all sticks. So I am comparing this to the base. I call it a base. Ryzen 5 3600 without X, the most cheapest is the base, so the difference between itself there is 0%. And then next to the base, then 3700 compared to the base, right? It's taking those values. And then the best currently CPU you can take, you can see a little bit color coding. Yeah, you can have up to 10% better frames. Let's look at the chart. Yes, that's Odyssey. Assassin's Creed Odyssey were 77 on average, and yeah, it's 85. Quite big difference, and the percentage is high only because the numbers themselves are quite low, right? So an average, it's still 7.8% difference from the worst to the best. And then we have two other videos, as I mentioned. They are particularly testing exactly the same thing, the most cheapest and most expensive. Fortnite, CSGO, Battlefield, Shadow, Tomb Raider. Yeah, this is weird. Up to 23%, you can see the difference somehow. Shadow of Tomb Raider, I don't know what happened there. Anyways, it's 23%. It's also good. In average, it's 7.7. It's just those are the numbers. Do the math. That's simple. All the information is available for you as well. And the last one as well. Budget version against the top-notch CPU. Hitman, Total War, blah blah blah. Both Far Cry's. Shadow of Tomb Raider. As you can see, for example, Witcher 3. Yeah, it is Witcher 3. There is no indifference. They both run on the same. It's not me. Don't hate the player, hate the game, right? And in here, actually, averaging out the gain from the 13900X to the base 3600, 4.4%. So no. Those CPUs, they are not. The gap in between them in performance is not as high as you would thought it will. So what we have, you see, these are the numbers we have. Latest, newest, there's no bottlenecking whatsoever. And if we are bringing back to our previous chart, damn it, why can you give me a balance? Damn it, no. All right, I can't copy it over, but anyways, what we had before with bottlenecking, the difference model. I don't think this is there. This is there. And yeah, those tests were done in 2080p. So this is the actual chart, and the previously our results compared to base model, not in between them, but everything to the cheapest one. 7.36 we had before. New data 7.8, 7.7, 4. I don't know why this is so low. Anyhow, that's the same data, basically, all the same. And just quickly, so my conclusion was simple. There is no justification to buy. Yeah, this is actually the chart I was unable to see. Compared to base model, latest 3900X gain is only 7.4% on average in all the games. And if you tune up the resolution, it actually is even smaller difference. But the price difference is still 2.5 times. It's basically you can buy two CPUs and there's still leftovers for your new bands, right? So the new result, the new videos that will be on the description, you can check themselves out. It proves the same number. It's the same thing, and it's just to throw it some addition thing. You know what this guy is? Everyone knows this guy. This is Gamers Nexus. This is one of the best tech channels I'm looking all the time. They are disassembling all the cards and checking it out and seeing how to improve and overclock. And I'll just quickly, briefly, I will not take the data out here because this is actually a different type of video. They are just comparing X version without non-X version, and yet there is no point of buying those X version 3600. And let me show you what we are looking at. This is the Cinebench. No, let's find the gaming. Let's find Hitman. We have Hitman. You see, this is, where is 3600 stock. We have 115 on average frames per second. And then let's find our 3900X stock, 120 frames per second. So it's not the data. The data somehow, even in their results. Okay, that was Hitman. See, we have something else. Adobe Premiere. They had some more. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto. Where is our stock cooler? Because yeah, I need to pick up out the, yeah, here it is. We have 100 frames per second, 103, right, stock. And then let's see, where is our 3900X, 108 frames per second. So even in the test results for in the Gamers Nexus, they also have the same results. There is small difference in between those CPUs, like non-existent in some cases, actually non-existent. Shadow Tomb Raider stock, what we have, no, this is X, no, here 137 frames per second. And where is our best performing? Oh, 6 frames per second difference. It's absolutely that those CPUs are so close, so they are performing basically the same. And not only that, just the last one, I'll throw it in here. User benchmarks, the actual cards out there by users, tested also by tech channels and everyone. They just upload the results, and here it is. This site itself shows there's 17%. I'd say it's too much. That's not as high difference from the cheapest to the best. And the best currently 3900X. It's third best card ever, speed rank, and this is 30. It sounds worse than it actually is, because when you scroll down and check average bench, you can see mixed results. Some hugely faster multi-core speed. Yeah, probably because they have twice as cores. Obviously, that's the gain. Then back again. OC mixed, an important quad-core, consumer-oriented, integrated, and floating point test. Basically, non-existent difference. This is pointless. Market shares and value, that's totally pointless. Specifications, nice to haves. You can see this is also the data. I will just throw it down in the description. If you don't know this site, where to check it out. And the benchmark, the average is 105% from all the CPUs on the market. So basically, if you buy this 3600 Ryzen 5, you still will have 5% more than every CPU in the market. And obviously, this one is stronger, it is better, but at what price, right? At what price? That's the main question I'm trying to find. And conclusion is simple, guys. I will mark it somewhere here, as one of you actually guys mentioned in comment. The idea is simple. These are all for five CPUs. This don't buy and this don't buy, because there is almost no difference between each and every one of them. So basically that leaves us with three options only, I'd say. And this one is my suggestion, most price performance, just awesome CPU. If you have some decent upgrade from your current setup, go with 3600. It's cheap and it's still overperforming as hell. Then if you are, I don't know, streamer with few extra bucks, not few, we are talking about quite huge difference. Let me show you what's the difference. So we are talking about 3.3. Basically, if you have 50% more to spend, you can go with 3700X. And if you are absolutely crazy and you have nowhere to place money, you have bought everything, your gaming rig is already top notch, already fully, somehow you just have poor CPU, then yeah, go for it. Go spend $500 or euros or pounds to get top notch. But for average, for normal gamer, if you're not streamer, if you're not, it will be enough. And trust me, there will be new CPUs, and the price will drop, and there is no point of paying overpriced price if the difference is basically non-existent. 2%, 3%, 4%, in higher resolutions, even smaller difference in between those, but the price is hugely different. So this is my suggestion. This is take it or leave it, my overall summary and basically advice to you. Go for 3600 without X. That X is totally purely not, it doesn't mean anything. You can find all the answers if you check this Gamer Nexus video, down in the description it will be linked. They are basically comparing is there any reason to buy with that X $50 more expensive, or just a casual. And yeah, spoiler alert, there is no point of buying this X version. Just forget about it. And this one as well, compared in between three of them, basically those two, there's no point of paying this extra bucks. So these are three options you have. Mostly for most of you guys, if you're gamers and you have your wallet and you pay attention what you purchase, go with this one. Then if you are an average streamer with extra income, go for 3700X. And yeah, top notch, obviously, if you want the best. If you have a lot of money, go for it. All right, guys, this is me again. I'm also linking the previous video. It's a bit longer, but with more data and all these graphics explained and shown. Actually, this one is nice graphic as well, to see how the performance increases and how the price increases. Yeah, this is it. This is the final word. All right, I'm concluding this. If you have any, obviously you will have questions and comments down in this comment section. Shoot, there's a lot of people answering them if I'm too slow, but I'm mostly reading them all. And yeah, liking, sharing the video definitely helps. If you want to subscribe, go for it. If you don't, I can't blame you. Alright guys, this was Maurice, and we will meet in next videos. Cheers, goodbye.